One gun, two rolls, thousands dead. The German 88mm cannon was more than a weapon. It was a nightmare. It haunted Allied airmen at 26,000 feet and destroyed tanks from 2 kilometers away. By the end of the war, only 1 in 5 Flak crews survived. Before they fell, they took hundreds of bombers and countless tanks with them. This is the story of how an anti-aircraft gun became the most feared weapon of World War II. Germany in the early 1930s was secretly rearming. The Treaty of Versailles had banned tanks, aircraft, and heavy guns. But behind closed doors, German engineers worked anyway. They saw what was coming. Bombers were flying higher and carrying more explosives. Small arms fire could not reach them. Germany needed something new. Engineers at Krupp began their mission: design a high-velocity cannon that could reach bombers at extreme altitude and tear them apart. After many failures, they built the 8.8-centimeter Flak 18. Flak came from Fliegerabwehrkanone, aircraft defense cannon. The word stuck. Even today, when people say they caught Flak, they echo that weapon's legacy. What made the 88 special was the system around it. It fired shells with timed fuses that exploded at chosen altitudes, showering bombers with metal fragments. A direct hit destroyed any plane. A near miss shredded wings and engines. The gun could aim from -3 degrees to 85 degrees. It sat on a rotating cruciform mount. It weighed about 7 tons and used a crew of 10. It could be towed by truck and made ready to fire in under 3 minutes. In emergencies, it could even fire from its wheels. As the war dragged on, the Flak crews changed. Older men, wounded veterans, and teenage boys replaced professionals. Women handled communication and radar. Over 1 million people served in the Luftwaffe's anti-aircraft arm, half the entire force. Most never returned home. The 88 saw combat first in Spain. Tests there showed its power. It downed planes, smashed bunkers, and destroyed tanks. Tank armor of the 1930s could not stop its shells. That versatility became its legend. By 1939, Germany entered war with more than 2,600 Flak guns. Britain had half that. America almost none. Germany later produced about 21,000 88s. The gun evolved. The Flak 36 added a replaceable barrel and a shield for the crew. The Flak 37 added a data system, a mechanical computer that connected several guns together. Operators tracked targets, calculated speed and altitude, and aimed all guns at where the bombers would be 20 seconds later. It was precision engineering at its peak. Unlike the Allies, Germany never fielded proximity fuses. They used time fuses instead, often off by a few seconds. Still, volume of fire made up for it. Early in the war, it took 4,000 shells to bring down one bomber. By 1945, it took 16,000. But the terror never faded. Flak filled the sky with black bursts that every pilot feared. When enemy tanks appeared, the 88 found a new role. Allied armor, like the French Char B-1 and the British Matilda, Mark II, could resist normal guns. But not this one. Rommel proved it in North Africa. During the Battle of Arras, British tanks broke through his lines. Rommel ordered his 88s to lower their barrels and fire. They destroyed the attackers in minutes. In open desert, no weapon was deadlier. Its shells could pierce 100 millimeters of armor at 2 kilometers. Nothing could stop it. On the Eastern Front, it again saved German forces. Soviet heavy tanks fell to its fire, but the crews were exposed and easy to target. The answer was simple: put the gun into a tank. That created the Tiger I. Its 88 became legendary. Tank destroyers like the Nashorn and the Elephant carried stronger versions. They could kill any Allied tank before being seen. By 1943, Germany had lost control of the skies. Allied bombers struck day and night. Flak crews stood watch without rest. Their losses soared. Half to two-thirds were killed. In the final months, almost all were gone. Allied bombers dropped cluster munitions to shred gun crews. Fighter planes strafed them mercilessly. Yet some defenses endured. Flak towers in Berlin, Hamburg, and Vienna rose like concrete mountains. Each had walls 3 meters thick. They carried twin 128-millimeter guns plus 88s and lighter weapons. They sheltered thousands of civilians and defied even the heaviest bombs. Some were among the last positions to fall. Today, a few still stand as museums. The 88 was unique, a weapon designed for one purpose, but brilliant at another. It defended the skies, destroyed tanks, and shaped the war's outcome. Its crews paid the highest price. For pilots above and tankers below, the German 88 was the gun they feared most, and they had every reason to fear it.